Hello, and welcome to another episode of Transfer News Podcast. I'm your host Archer, coming to you with the latest injury and suspension update that's going to have you questioning whether Premier League players are made of glass or just really enjoy those physio massages. Let's dive right into the chaos, shall we? Starting with Arsenal, who currently have several key players on the sidelines. Bukayo Saka is battling a hamstring issue with a 50-50 chance of playing in the next fixture. Kai Havertz is also nursing a hamstring problem, but isn't expected back until the 1st of June. Gabriel Jesus is out with a knee injury, with no clear return date, while Takehiro Tomiyasu is also sidelined until June, with his own knee issues. Fabio Vieira has joined Porto on loan for the 2024-25 season, while young players like Karl Hein and Maldini Cachuri have been loaned out to Real Valladolid and Bromley respectively. Moving to Aston Villa, they've been quite active in the loan market with numerous outgoings. Ollie Watkins has a 75% chance of returning from his knee injury for the next match, while Ross Barkley is 50-50 with a calf problem. Moussa Diaby has made a permanent transfer to Al Ittihad, and John Duran is on loan at Al Nassr. Villa have loaned out several players, including Samuel Eiling Jr. to Bologna, Emiliano Buendia to Bayer Leverkusen, and Diego Carlos to Fenerbahce, showing their willingness to streamline the squad. Bournemouth are dealing with their share of injuries too. Enes Unal is out with a knee injury, with no return date specified. Luis Sinisterra has a 75% chance of playing through a hamstring issue, while Marcos Senesi and Julian Araujo are both at 50% with fitness concerns. Adam Smith is nursing a muscle injury with no clear return timeline. On the transfer front, Philip Billing has gone on a season-long loan to Napoli, while Max Aarons has joined Valencia temporarily. Brentford have quite a few injury concerns. Igor Thiago is out with a knee injury alongside Josh Da Silva, who also has knee issues. Gustavo Nunes has a back problem, and both Rico Henry and Aaron Hickey have only a 25% chance of playing due to fitness issues. Fabio Carvalho is expected back on the 25th of May from a shoulder injury, while Michael Kayode has a 50% chance of returning from his knee concern. Ivan Toney has made a permanent move to Al Ahly, which is certainly a significant loss for the Bees. Brighton have been particularly active in the transfer market. Pascal Gross has moved permanently to Borussia Dortmund, Deniz Undav to Stuttgart, and Billy Gilmore to Napoli. On the injury front, new signing Matt O'Reilly is dealing with a knee issue, giving him a 50% chance of featuring. James Milner is sidelined with a hamstring problem, with no return date set. Lewis Dunk and Joel Veltman both have a 50% chance of playing through rib and foot injuries respectively, while Jason Steele should be back from his shoulder injury by the 26th of April. Chelsea are managing several fitness concerns. Cole Palmer has a 75% chance of playing through a muscle issue, while Nicholas Jackson, Noni Madueke, and Mark Guiu all have hamstring problems, giving them a 50% chance of featuring. Mykhailo Mudryk is suspended with no clear return date. The Blues have been busy with transfers, with Romelu Lukaku moving permanently to Napoli, Conor Gallagher to Atletico Madrid, and João Felix going on loan to Milan. Crystal Palace have Will Hughes suspended until the 5th of April, while Jean-Philippe Mateta has a 50% chance of playing through a head injury. Sheikh Doucouré isn't expected back from his knee injury until the 1st of June. And Joel Ward and Chadi Riyad are both out with no specified return dates. Jeffrey Schlupp has been loaned to Celtic, and several young players have been sent out on loan to gain experience. Everton have Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Iliman Ndiaye both dealing with injuries. Calvert-Lewin has a hamstring issue, while Ndiaye is suffering from a knee problem, with neither having a clear return date. Dwight McNeil has a 50% chance of playing through his knee injury, and Aurel Mangala isn't expected back until the 1st of June. Fulham have Harry Wilson at 50% with a foot injury, while Anthony Robinson has a 75% chance of playing through a knock. Reece Nelson is hampered by a hamstring issue, but should return by the 25th of May. Kenny Teat is 50-50 with a knee injury. Tim Ream has made a permanent transfer to Charlotte FC. Ipswich Town are dealing with multiple injuries, particularly in attack. Sam Smodic is expected back from an ankle injury by the 18th of May, while Connor Chaplin has a 50% chance of playing through a knee issue. Wes Burns won't return from his knee problem until the 1st of June. The same timeline for Chiedozie Ogbene's Achilles injury. Axel Tuanzebe is also sidelined with a hamstring problem with no return date specified. Leicester City have Abdul Fatawu out with a knee injury until the 1st of June. While they've loaned out several players including Tom Cannon to Stoke City and Harry Sautar to Sheffield United, Liverpool are managing several defensive injuries. Trent Alexander-Arnold has a 25% chance of playing through an ankle issue, while Ryan Gravenberch has a 75% chance of featuring despite a knock. Connor Bradley and Joe Gomez are both out with muscle and hamstring injuries respectively, with no clear return dates. Tyler Morton is also sidelined with a shoulder problem. Manchester City's injury list is significant. Their biggest miss is Rodri, who's out with a knee injury until the 1st of June. Nathan Ake is expected back from a foot problem by the 18th of May, while John Stones should return from his thigh injury around the same time. Manuel Akanji should be back from his muscle issue by the 26th of April. Ederson has a 75% chance of playing through an abdominal injury, and Oscar Bob is 50-50 with fitness concerns. João Cancelo has made a permanent move to Al Hilal, while Kyle Walker has surprisingly been loaned to Milan. Manchester United are dealing with numerous injuries. Amad Diallo is out with an ankle problem, while Kobbie Mainoo and Luke Shaw are both nursing knocks with no clear return dates. Harry Maguire and Lenny Yoro both have a 50% chance of playing through various injuries. Johnny Evans, Altay Bayindir, Lisandro Martinez and Tom Heaton are all out with no specific return dates. Anthony has been loaned to Real Betis, while Scott McTominay has transferred to Napoli. Newcastle United have Anthony Gordon suspended until the 7th of April. Jamal Lascelles is sidelined with a knee injury until the 25th of May, while Sven Botman should return from his own knee problem by the 3rd of May. Lewis Hall is out with a foot injury until the 1st of June. Miguel Almiron has been loaned to Atlanta United and Lloyd Kelly to Juventus. Nottingham Forest have Carlos Miguel at 25% with a hamstring issue, and they've loaned out several players including Lewis O'Brien to Los Angeles FC and Josh Bowler to Preston North End. Southampton have Will Smallbone out with a groin injury with no return date specified, while Ryan Fraser is 50-50 with a calf problem. Ross Stewart and Juan Larios both have a 50% chance of featuring due to fitness concerns, and James Bree is sidelined with a hamstring issue. Adam Armstrong has been loaned to West Bromwich Albion and Ben Brereton Diaz to Sheffield United. Tottenham Hotspur have Richarlison and Dejan Kulusevski both at 50% with calf and foot injuries respectively. Kevin Danso is out with a hamstring problem with no return date, while Radu Dragushin isn't expected back from his knee injury until the 1st of June. Manor Solomon has gone on loan to Leeds United and Pierre-Emile Højbjerg to Marseille. West Ham are managing several issues. Niklas Füllkrug has a 50% chance of playing due to fitness concerns, while Crescencio Somerville and Michael Antonio are both out with no clear return dates due to hamstring and leg injuries respectively. Kurt Zouma has been loaned to Al Oroba for the rest of the season, and Naif Aguerd to Real Sociedad. Finally, Wolves have Mateus Cunha suspended until the 5th of April, while Jurgen Strand Larsen has a 75% chance of playing through a hand injury. Sasha Kalajic, Leon Chiwome, Enzo Gonzalez, and Yerson Mosquera are all dealing with knee injuries, with Chiwome and Mosquera expected back by the 1st of June. Daniel Podence has transferred to Al-Shabaab, and Mario Lemina has been loaned to Galatasaray. And now, a word from our sponsor. Want to win your fantasy Premier League mini leagues? Join Fantasy Football Hub today with 30% off using our link in the show notes. That wraps up our injury and suspension update for today. The Premier League medical staff are certainly earning their paychecks this season. Thank you for listening to Transfer News Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe on all major platforms or visit our website at transfernewspodcast.com for more exclusive content. Until next time, this is Archer signing off and reminding you that in football, the only thing more unpredictable than injuries is VAR decisions.